welcome back to the Valley of the Old Farm, and I've been a little bit busy and cut a bunch of trees down, and I've been doing it the lazy way, I guess. Try and get this one so it's slightly better over the sell point, and then we're going to sell all of these trees that I've been cutting down. So yeah, I thought I'd do a bunch off camera and try and make a bit of cash. So we will find out in a moment how much cash I have made. I have no idea how many trees this is. We've got the brewer lizard thingy there to tidy up with, so let's just do that. I believe that that one that's fallen out will be pick up a bull, so let's do that, and we will do a slightly cheaty thing that you can do sometimes and use a smaller log to push big logs. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't, but we have a tractor anyway, so I'm going to try and get all of it into the sell point. Kind of dubious about that big log sat on the edge there, so I've taken the weight off the back of this because the Fiat needed a bit more weight to drag these logs over. So back up, there we go. I have found that there are some trees that the Kelsa can't cut, which kind of makes sense. You know, it's not huge, and yeah, it was not expensive either, so that's not really a problem. That's £20,000, which is pretty nice. So yeah, I found, I can run over here and show you one. Cleared a reasonable little area here, but yeah, I found, which trees was it? Anyway, the bigger pine trees I could not cut down, so that's the thing. Anyway, what are we doing? What are we doing? We were trying to earn some money to buy a field so we could plant some more crops, I think. So if we go into the map and down here, yeah, that's what we own already. Field 52 was the suggestion. So farmland. Oh, of course it's saving. This takes about a year on PlayStation. There we go. Right. Select £218,000 for that one. 140 for that. So about that one opposite our 67. That's doable. So what's it got in it? Are they growing oats? Never remember which controls do which on here. And we wait. They are. There's oats growing in that field. That could be. Still not put the beta away. Yeah, there's oats growing in that field, so we could buy that one. So yeah, I'm going to do a bit more forestry. It's the weather forecast. Yeah, I'll do a bit more forestry, and I'll come back. I already have a plan for today. I just started playing, so we need to do a bit of feeding. Although I've got 17,000 litres. I'm so used to seeing Maize Plus and panicking because the bottom bars are empty, but that's okay. Chickens are okay. Sheeps are okay. So yeah, I'll be back when I've done a bit more and worked out what I'm going to do. I hate PlayStation. If you watch Timberborn, I have just recorded an hour and a bit long Timberborn video with the PlayStation. When I record PlayStation, I have to set up OBS differently, and I've just recorded an hour and something long Timberborn video with the settings for PlayStation, and that means only about 2/3 of the screen was being captured, so I have to do that all again. So yes, I hate PlayStation. because I blame PlayStation for it. So the longer answer is the capture card that I use to record the PS4 records in 1080p. Everything else I record in 1440p, so I have to adjust OBS, and that change I forgot to undo. So yay. Let's sell some wood. £68,000. Is that enough to buy the field we were looking at? So farmland, select. It is just, yes, let's buy it. I'm not going to do any more forestry. I am kind of irked, shall we say. So we're going to get everything back to the farm. We'll see if we can get a worker to drive the lizard back. So, select. Why can't I? Do I need to select the vehicle first? In the vehicle, but anyway, set destination. There, and you're going to go. We'll see. Oh, we should probably have got the trailer. Darn it. Can we grab the trailer with this? This has got a hitch on the back by the looks of it, so let's turn it off. Bring that in, and we'll see if we can hook the trailer up underneath. Yeah, I'm ever so slightly annoyed at losing like an hour, more than an hour of recording. So, it was only when I went to carry on recording this that I realised what I'd done. Anyhow, we have made some money from forestry. We have a new field, so we will go have a look at that new field and see what it needs doing to it. It probably needs some stuffs. We might need to fertilise it, for example. So I'll have a go at sorting that. And then we'll crash. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do after that. We will see. Oh, this is going swimmingly. I'll see you back at the farm, I think. We are almost back at the farm, but more importantly, we are approaching our field. So when we get there, we'll jump out and have a quick look at how things are. We'll cause a bit of a traffic jam probably, but I don't care. So it looks like the worker has got the lizard back to the farm. Big hill. Big hill. So let's get up the hill. We'll then jump out and have a look at our new field. So let's have a quick look. So it's fully fertilized. It needs weeding, and we can use a weeder, so we should do that before the weeds grow. So it looks like that is going to be our next job. So I'll get all this put away and I'll see you back in the field in a moment. I think we are going to lease the weeder, and then we're going to do the cheaty trick of resetting it back to the farm. So what weeders do we have in base game that are sane? Because we go to hose quite quickly. We could actually run that one. We've just realized we've got basically no money. So we are probably going to 484. Wow, that would leave us with literally no money. 6 meters. Do the job. Yeah, let's go for it. We can always borrow a little if we need to. And I think, let's just have a quick look. We have a small amount of milk to sell, so that could bring us in some quick cash if we need to. So let's reset that. Yes, and I can do some more forestry off camera as well. We still have that plot of land, which is worth quite a bit of cash. So I can go chop down a few trees and we'll be good. But yeah, I thought we'll do this, and then I think I'll probably just be skipping some time in the background. So yeah, I had basically 2 weeks of not playing this save again, and I kind of lose momentum. So hopefully this will get me back that momentum. Nice little bit of field work, and actually a very small field, isn't it? But hey, it's not hay even, oats. It'll be a nice little field to get combined, and we get to do some weeding, which is going to be interesting without GPS. So, hey, all right, let's get lined up reasonably well. Unfold, and we'll lower, and we'll do a little bit, and we'll check that it's actually working. All right, let's stop. Let's jump out. So, weed growing weeder. Weeded. Awesome. Let's jump back in the Fiat and get to work, shall we? Yeah, I guess we're relying on the mark that the wheel is leaving very intermittently to line ourselves up with where we've been, which will be interesting. We live in interesting times. Such a relevant saying at the moment. Times are definitely very interesting. Yeah, that the timber bond thing was kind of deflating when I realised that I'd recorded an entire video, and it doesn't take. It takes a lot less time than it takes to make a farm sim video, but it was one of those things where it's like, oh damn it. It's the first time that I've had that problem. Normally I'm really good at making sure that I switch profiles in OBS so that I can be back on proper recording mode, but I did not. So there we go. Live and learn. Not live, love, laugh, and all that. So yeah, we'll have a bit of a chat while we do this. So it's been kind of a weird week or last week actually, because this is we only had one mod release last week, which was a bit weird. I think it gave some people some kind of withdrawals from mods, because you've got to have them new mods to be able to actually load the game up. If you don't get them new mods, you can't load the game. So yeah, there was that. And trying to think, Hogsy posted about Farm Sim Kids. He posted on his YouTube community channel that it was available to buy in some store, or to pre-order in some stores in New Zealand, which is kind of interesting. So yeah, I had a little play with that at Lama. They had it at Lama on some switches, I think it was, and I really didn't get to grips with what it was trying to achieve. I think it's aimed for someone ever so slightly younger than me, only slightly, and yeah, I'm sure kids will love it. So I really hope they do. It's really good, it'd be really good for Giants if it's successful. You don't want Giants to fail at anything, really. So yeah, seeing lots of people wanting, I guess, rumors confirmed, speculation about FS20 next DLCs and stuff. I'm guessing we're going to have to wait for FarmCon. The fact that we haven't had a DLC announced at this point means something different is happening. I'm pretty sure we should have long ago had an announcement if there was going to be a next season pass or DLC. So yeah, I guess we just wait and see what's coming in the near future. Yeah, as I said before, with this save is one of those, it's a Marmite save for me. If you don't know what that means, you either love it or hate it, and at different points I love and I hate this save. It has the immense frustration for me, I can't just play it on my laptop. It's kind of interesting to try different things on console, but I was seriously considering again this week not canning it, but trying to move it across to PC so that I could just play, maybe just play with only crossplay mods, So getting the experience of console without some of the limitations of console, particularly the frustration of using the hardware, and it takes so long to load the game up. Doing stuff in the map takes forever. Yeah, it's not, you know, playing with the controller. It's fine. I've contemplated doing it a few times on the laptop. You know, a controller plus keyboard would be even better. Let's say some of it is, if I just started a workaround, some of it is purely the limitations of the two limitations that I have. The first one is my time to be able to sit here and play on the console. The second is the hardware. The hardware sucks. PS4 is ancient. You know, yeah, there's a lot of things I don't like about making these videos. So there's things I do like about it. It's, you know, it kind of takes me back to my youth playing with a controller. I used to be a PlayStation person. I had PS1, 2, and 3. Now, by proxy, got 4. So, you know, I was for a very long time a console gamer. I started on PC. I was very lucky, and my parents bought me a PC when I was young. It was a 386 16 megahertz. If you're old enough to know, you can judge on whether you thought that was any good or not. If you don't know what 386 means, you're not old enough to know. So, yeah. Before the days of Core whatever, or R, you know, or Ryzen or whatever, a long way before. Yeah. Good times playing Microprose Formula 1 and Doom, original Doom. Such a good game. Yeah, such an innovative game at the time, I thought, you know. Land gaming between two computers that, I think I spoke about this. No, I must speak about something at work. LAN gaming with two computers that a friend's dad had brought before they got deployed for business use. Like 2-player co-op Doom. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff. Yeah, and then I went, when I went away to uni, I didn't take the computer with me. And it was getting a bit long in the tooth at that point. Anyway, I did later on because I needed it for word processing, but only for word processing. And then in my second year, I think it was second year, I picked up a PlayStation with a wheel. Which button is the lights? There we go. With a wheel, because I wanted to play Gran Turismo. Literally bought it for, I think, no, maybe it was after, maybe it came after that. I had V-Rally. I've had a lot of games for that. So yeah, brought PlayStation 1 at uni. And then PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3. And then by the time 4 came out, I was back into PC gaming. So yeah. Bit of a random journey through gaming. And I'd be... never say never, I guess, but I'd be very surprised if I went back to console gaming, mainly because of how I play. I'm more likely to go, you know, like Steam Deck or ROG Ally, so kind of handheld PC. If I wanted convenient gaming, then for me a console is not convenient. A laptop is much more convenient. I always find it really amusing when people ask about getting a laptop for gaming, and everyone's like, "No, don't do that. They're rubbish." Well, they're not. You have to spend more, but they're not rubbish. They do get very hot. They are very loud. But if either you want the equivalent experience, particularly if you like me, you tend to play when you're watching TV with your partner. Laptop's brilliant. If you travel, like I do, laptop's brilliant because you take the whole gaming experience with you. And I remember when I was still playing on, I don't remember which console it was, and I was traveling with work, I would sometimes take it with me. And, you know, you're relying on, is the hotel TV going to have the right connections back then? Is it going to be one that lets you change to a different input? All that kind of stuff. And one of the guys that I used to work with, he, when a couple of times when we traveled with work, he would take his desktop with him and set it up in the hotel, but he'd take everything, you know, like monitor the lot. He was a, he doesn't work with me anymore, but he is a big World of Warcraft gamer, and he needed to keep raiding with his buddies, so yeah, he took the whole lot with him, and he had a smallish PC, so he was right. I think he was running possibly even micro ITX, whatever it is, the small one, or maybe the next one up. I have a big ATX case that's full of heavy stuff, and so no, I don't fancy travelling with that. That's why I like having a laptop. So yeah, I don't travel as much these days. If I was still travelling a lot, and something like an ROG Ally would be interesting, or a Steam Deck, to kind of play on the go, but certainly in the last 6 months or so, I've tried to minimize my traveling, so I can only see that continuing. So, I'm using that word again. I'm still at the pondering phase. Actually, I haven't actually started yet. I've got to sort of set up a very different game save, very different for me, and it might become a mini series because I haven't done one of those in a while, and they're kind of fun. It's something that Kartik and I spoke about. Actually, I think we spoke about it in the Diddley Squat video, but certainly around it. Everything's feeling very samey, and this one's kind of not, but it kind of is in a way. So yeah, it's I've been pondering something very different in terms of a game for farm sim. So yeah, I'm just waiting for the enthusiasm to set it up this week. I got most of it set up this weekend actually, and then pretty exhausted all of the weekend. I was up very late on Saturday because of problems with the poorly old member of the family, so it was staying up to get news on them to pass on to Mrs. D, who was exhausted and had kind of not quite passed out but flaked out from fatigue with her chronic fatigue. So yeah, I didn't sleep much on Saturday night, so Sunday I was wrecked. So yeah, I didn't really get anything done, but I've got it set up, and it's going to be that if you watch my Timberborn videos, and I've got the Mega Build series on there, if you watch those, it might be a bit like that, in that there will be some jumps to facilitate progress. So if you don't watch those videos, basically when I'm doing a big project, rather than me showing all of the big project, and there are going to be some bigger stints of doing work on this, what I'll do is I'll kind of explain what I'm going to be doing, maybe show a bit of it, show some of the setup, and then I'll just play offline and get stuff done. And kind of like jump cuts, but big jump cuts. And that has an added benefit for me, that I can play a game without worrying about recording all the time, and that's quite nice. So yeah. Right, so our new field, now that we've weeded it, should be good to go. So I think probably the next thing that we need to do is, actually we'll get to the end of the field and have a look. We probably need to top the BGA up. We probably need to sell some stuff from the BGA, recover some cash, because we're kind of broke. So let's stop and jump out and just quickly check the field. Yeah. Growing, fertilized, doesn't need lime, doesn't need weeding. So let's get back in the tractor. Let's return this. We have a lot of leased stuff. That's okay. Let's return that. Yes. Let's head over to the farm and then we'll check on the BGA. We might need to put some more in there. I filled it up pretty heavily, I think, at the start of this month, or day, but I'm not sure. It was in real time. It was quite a long time ago. So, and you'll see some of the kit that we've got. So we've got the forage pickup thingy. I'm very tempted to change that to that orange Hauer bucket that holds 100,000 litres. I will just make doing a lot of stuff on here so much easier. We've not got any melons yet. Let's just have a check of our productions now we're up here. So they are being produced. We have 88,000 litres of electric charge. Okay, so I think I cleared the manure out, but I'm not sure. We can put more slurry and silage in, and I think we should set those to selling and bring some cash in at the end of the hour, because that will help us out quite a lot. And actually we've got a full trailer of silage there, so let's tip that in as well. Let's just go back into the menu. Did I turn off the manure cycle that was sat there empty? Because I don't know if that eats cycles up. Let's deactivate that. Let's tip that. Let's run over here and jump in here, and let's go get some more slurry. I was wondering where I'd used this tanker. I was downloading mods and I was sure I had used this, but I couldn't remember where. So now I know. No, wrong button. I know what I'm doing, honest. So we'll fill this up. I'm not sure how much slurry we've got left, but hey. Left 3. Let's start that filling. Let's jump back into here. Let's check. Yeah, we've got loads of room, so let's go grab some more. You can see the forage thingy in action. It's so weird not having Simple Inspector telling me if the slurry tank is full or still filling even. Yeah, so I had to lease this trader because I couldn't get the other one to fill properly from this forage pickup. But I do think that leasing that other bucket or buying that other bucket when we get some cash would be a good idea. All right, select next tool, detach. Let's back up and grab this guy. I'm not sure how much is left in here. Let's see if it tells us. 94,000 litres. Okay, we've got a fair bit left to get rid of. Let's attach. Attach, there we go. So, and then lower, turn on. And yeah, this is a very Mr. CDP approach to loading forage or silage, but it's quite nice because we're done. So yeah, we can detach that. We can pick that up when we get back. I've been detaching it because it just makes it easier to maneuver. A few more minutes and we will see how much money we're going to make from selling all of that stuffs. Yeah, come on, take it. There we go. And then we'll call it a day once we've made some monies. Is there any manure in there? I don't think. Certainly not a lot of manure in there, so we'll focus on selling the silage and the slurry for now, because it would be good to clear that all out. And then, yeah, as I said, I might do some forestry off camera. We'll see. We will see. Back up. I need to do that, and then that, and then we switch to that one. That didn't fill. Okay, of course it didn't. Is that because we're out of slurry? We are out of slurry. Okay. That was for hours there. Yeah, okay. There we go. We might as well go and put this in. And then once it's processed, we can focus on process. Wow. Okay, we've got £79,000 now. That's a bit different. That's a bit different. That's why we like BGAs. Alright, let's jump back. Did the Fiat empty? The Fiat did empty, so the BGA is now... It'll be kept busy for a bit. So I'm going to step that back to storing and that back to storing. And yeah, I will see you next time. So thank you to the patrons and YouTube channel members. Appreciate you guys watching or supporting the channel even and watching the videos. If you enjoyed the video, everyone, click the like button and I will see you next time.